Hi, I'm Sharon. I garden on a large yard in a small town in east central Saskatchewan, Zone 3. Welcome to my Sask Garden, where I hope to bring you tips and tricks and things related to gardening in a cold zone. Today I thought we'd talk about the strawberry bed. So I started a small strawberry bed just this year. It's on the west side of the garden shed, and it is just right here. I have 12 plants in here. Oh, look at my shadow. I have 12 plants in here. 6 are ever-bearing and 6 are June-bearing. I wanted to try a variety, mostly because I wanted to try. I'm not entirely new to strawberry growing, but I'm not really proficient at it either, I would say. So I've done a lot of readings, and this will be a bit of a trial and error for me. First of all, to see how the June bearing do as opposed to the ever bearing, and what they really like. Today is November 9th, and I think it's supposed to go up to 10 or 12 degrees today. So it is so warm and it's so nice out, and I'm actually feeling kind of guilty about not going out and making use of the warm weather and getting some work done. So I thought, well, I'll come and check the strawberry bed. But you know, the darn things, the June or the everbearing, they are still setting blooms. So they're obviously still growing, and that means I don't want to cover them up anymore. What I am going to do is give them a water. My plan here was to put at least, I was going to cover the plants entirely with straw, but I think what I will do is add more straw just around the plants and leaving the very top exposed still to the sun, and hopefully they will start to go into dormancy. Now, 2 of my June bearing are the Kent variety. There's the tag. And they have really died down. They have been dying down for probably 2 months. They still look healthy enough. They have some new growth. They were fine. I planted them, I'm going to say, in May, and they were fine until up about like maybe 2 months ago. And that is the other one right there. So I don't know if that's what they do. Perhaps if someone out there watching this is familiar with that Kent variety, you can chime in the comments and let me know if I'm doing something wrong. The other 4 I have, I was happy to get them. They are this Honeoye strawberry variety. I read lots of good stuff about it, that it's a really good variety. So I bought 4 of them. 3 are in really good shape. There's 2 and there's 3, but the 4th one has also suffered some dieback. And I'm not going to say that it ever got dry, because I was quite diligent about making sure everything was watered through the season here. The soil should be the same everywhere because this bed was all but empty, and then I amended heavily with manure and leaf mold and soil. So I think overall the soil should be good for them all. But these 3 that are kind of dying back are all kind of in a pattern there, and I just don't know, to be honest. So I'm going to have to wait and see what happens in the spring, if they come back or if I've actually done something wrong and they're dying. But for today, I'm going to just give everything a watering, and I will add a little bit more straw, but not cover them completely. All right, I got all that done with extra straw. I have to admit that the management of a strawberry bed I find somewhat confusing, because I know that the plants will stop producing at year 3 or year 4. I'm not entirely certain which year. As I said, this is going to be trial and error for me. I don't know if one variety is different to the next when it comes to production time. And I'm sort of thinking that I might not have enough room here to manage it properly, to be able to start a new area with new runners and you know, take out the old plants. I'm just not sure if I have enough room. Plus, I'd like to be able to continue to have the June bearing in one area and the everbearing in another area. I don't want them all mixed up. So, wow, that sun is bright. I'm not going to complain about it, because soon enough, you know, I'd be standing here with snow hitting my face instead of sun. So I'm going to love it while I can. So anyways, back to the strawberry bed. I planned it and I put it in before we had that extra space over on the south side of the property where the portable garage came down. I didn't know that was going to happen. That portable garage used to house a boat, and then we sold the boat and we had no use for the garage, and so the garage is gone, and now I have all that extra space again. And I haven't been entirely certain what to do with it, so I thought we'd just walk down there and I'll talk about it a bit. That area is just on the other side of the bench, or of the trees, I guess. There's the rock garden is kind of in between in here, and I'm just going to take a little shortcut back here instead of walking all the way around. But this is the area that I'm talking about, right here. So the lot from the shrubs over to this side where I'm standing, I think is about 50 feet, maybe a little less, but it would be two 25-foot lots is basically what it is. There used to be a willow here that we had to cut down because it got diseased or something. And I thought the stump was I wasn't in a hurry to get rid of the stump, and I'm still not, but I've been allowing lamium to take over here. I feel like I'm going to continue to allow the lamium to take over as a ground cover through here. The soil is very poor, and amending it all would be quite a job. Here's a bunch of dogwood. I'm going to trim those back to very small. I was trying to create a screen between our driveway or the house and the portable garage, so I was letting these dogwood grow up, but now I'm going to cut them back. They'll remain at least half or a third of that size, and I'll cut them probably every year or every second year so that I have the nicest red. This shrub right here is a Miss Kim lilac, and she's not been doing very good. So I'm gonna cut it right down to the bottom this spring and see how it manages, how she rebounds, and if it's not good, then she'll come out entirely. But she bloomed beautifully this year. It's just that the branches are bare, like there's not much foliage, so I don't know what's up with that. So this is kind of a full view of it, and as I said, I've been undecided how I'm going to use it, but I know I'd like to use it. I don't want it to just go back into grass, which is what it was before the portable shelter went up. So now I'm thinking maybe I could put in 3 10-inch high raised beds, maybe 12 foot by 4 foot like my other raised beds are, and then I can have pretty much 3 crops of strawberries going, one just starting and one beginning to fruit or going to fruit next year or something like that. I did read an article about managing a strawberry bed by having 3 separate plots of land. And you know, then it really started to make sense to me. I would probably, if I did it that way, I don't know, I think it's a good idea. Does anybody have any thoughts out there? I could certainly make this decorative, but I don't have a place for a large amount of strawberries. I would like to have a larger plot, and if I had raised beds here, I could manage it. I could amend that soil in the raised beds only, starting of course just with 1 or 2 because that's all I'd need the first year. I don't know, I think it's an idea. If any of you have any thoughts on that, chime in the comments because I'd love to hear what you think about it too. Here's a view from the other side. So I wouldn't just have the 3 beds and then, you know, grass right there. I would put in some sort of a strip of something decorative in front, probably maybe to the beginning of that hedge on the side, just to make it look a little bit more cohesive. I don't know. That's my thought. I'm going to ponder this over the winter because I won't be able to do anything about it over the winter. And in the meantime, I hope that my strawberries make it through winter and provide me with fruit and plants next year to continue with my strawberry journey. Thanks very much for watching today. I do appreciate it. If you have any comments, thoughts, suggestions about what I'm proposing to do for perhaps the 3 strawberry beds or the challenges I've faced so far here, be sure to leave me a comment down below. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, tell your friends, and subscribe. I appreciate that as well. Thanks again. See you.